Hello everybody, welcome back to It's the Kellys. I am Lauren Kelly, and on this channel I travel often and pack well, and I help you do the same. We do luggage reviews, backpack reviews, all sorts of reviews of travel essentials, and then I give you travel tips and help you pack. So today we have a review of a carry-on bag from Traveler's Choice, and this is the third bag from Traveler's Choice that I have reviewed, and their stuff has been great and, most importantly, affordable. The bag I'm about to show you today actually has a lot of really interesting details, some that I've never really showed on this channel before, and I think that a lot of you are really going to like them. There's a lot of extra handles, including one on the bottom and one on the front, and it has theft-proof zippers. Yeah, I'm so excited today to show you guys the Maxporter II from Traveler's Choice. Let's get started. Can you guys believe I am about to show you a piece of black luggage? I don't really think I've done that on this channel before. And right away, I want to know what you guys think. A lot of us really like aesthetic looking luggage, and the whole luggage looks a little bit more rugged looking, if you will. So right away, let me know down in the comments what your first initial thought is of this bag. Because my first thought was that I wasn't really into this bag looks-wise, but when you find out all of the different details on this bag, you might really end up loving it. So of course we are going to do a full tour looking at everything inside and out. We are going to weigh it and measure it in person so that you can make sure this bag is going to work for your favorite airlines. And then of course we will pack it at the end of the video using packing cubes from Traveler's Choice as well. If you're interested in this bag, any other bag from Traveler's Choice, or the packing cubes I'm going to show you today, then of course I do have everything linked down below, and I have a discount code for you. So check that out if you are ready to shop. Speaking of which, this bag is $199 on the website without the discount code. So first, let's go ahead and get the measurements and the weight out of the way. Everything is going to include the wheels and the handles because that's what airlines do. I don't know, you guys, this top handle is sticking out quite a bit. From the wheels to the top of the bag, it's 22 inches, but with this handle sticking up, it actually gets to be about 23. Then of course we have the handle on this side when we look at the actual width, and that's gonna make it more like 14 and a half. And then with the depth, we have to include this front handle, which actually makes it more like 10. So without the handle sticking out, this actually can be internationally sized. It's within those 45 linear inches. But if you ever have to put this in an actual bin, you might want to look out because these handles are not flexible. So let's go ahead and do the weight. It does say on the website that this bag is 8.1 pounds. And it's weighing in at 7.98, so it's pretty much 8 pounds. And then according to the website, this does hold 44.39 liters, which is quite a bit of capacity for a carry-on bag. So this does come in 4 different colors: black, dark green, red, and blue. And the whole reason that I chose the black, you guys, is simply because all of these details on the bag, like the front handle, the bumpers, those always are black. So I found this black on black a little more aesthetically pleasing than the green with the black or the red with the black. I think that this bag looks a little bit better all in one color, and I probably would have gone for the green or the red if all of the details would have been monochromatic instead of black. So let's give you a full tour of the bag. So of course this bag is a hard shell. It is made out of polycarbonate and it is clamshell luggage. But you will see that this polycarbonate shell has this really interesting design, and I'm sure that they made this material for a reason. Turning it around, it is all the way into the back, And the thing about the back is it has this logo here. That's the Traveler's Choice logo. And I'm definitely not a fan of that. It's so big, it almost looks like it's some sort of superhero emblem or something like that. I think I would like it better if it was just plain. So let's point out the obvious here. We are looking at this front handle. And I really want to know what you guys think about front handles. I'm really trying to think of an instance of where I might actually use this. I'm trying to picture myself putting it in the overhead bin. I don't think I would use it. The only thing I could think of is if this bag were checked, grab it a little bit easier off the baggage carousel, but that's really the only thing I can think of. While we're talking about handles, I will mention that there is one on the bottom, and I know you guys have been really liking that, to be able to put stuff into the overhead bin. There is still the handle on this side. They do stick out, but you can still pull it and they're flexible. And then of course you do have one more on top. So really you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 handles on this bag, including the one on the back, the telescopic handle. And the interesting thing about this handle is that it is a T cruiser handle. Usually we see handles that have 2 bars going down that are maybe about 4 inches apart, but this one, the button is here on top, and it's a little bit more T-shaped. There's still 2 bars because I think that that's important, but they're a lot closer together, and then the handle is shaped like this. And it's really interesting when the handle is resting, the kind of uniqueness of it on the back of the bag. That is the shake test. Definitely multiple heights. And regardless of what color you choose, this is always going to be red, as well as the zipper and part of the wheels. Now you will also notice that on the 4 corners of the bag, we do have some bumpers, and we are familiar with those, but these aren't metal bumpers. They're actually just the same plastic that the handle is made out of. Now something that may be different for some of you, I've only seen this on one other bag before, is this little strap that you can attach a bag to it and then buckle it back in and kind of just have an extra little bag on the front. Of course, you can always add a backpack to your handle with a trolley sleeve, but maybe you have a little bit of something extra, or maybe you're even traveling with a child that is sick of carrying their backpack. You can totally put that on there, and we will try it a little bit later just to see exactly what it can hold when we're in the packing portion of the video. Now the wheels on this bag are super interesting, and Traveler's Choice does have a patent on them. So they are called dual cyclone wheels, and you can see that it does still have double wheels like most other bags out there, but they're a little bit more rounded, and they're supposed to be really good and rugged for any terrain. And I would love to test the wheels on this one and our Archer bag very soon, so stay tuned for that. Maybe we'll do a short or something very soon. Another cool thing on this bag, if you like to charge your phone on the go, is this little port right here to be able to plug your electronics into. So you pull this down and it has 2 slots, a USB port here and a USB-C port here. And I will show you how to set that up when we open the bag. Speaking of opening the bag, let's talk about this zipper. Because if you remember in the intro of the video, I told you that this bag has zippers that you cannot break into. They are a double coil burst resistant zipper, and there's only one other bag out there that I know that has these. I had a totally viral video on Instagram where I tested every single bag behind me, and every single bag behind me I was able to get into with a pen, but this one you can't, and I know a lot of you are going to love that. Should we try? I can't do it. I seriously can't. It passes the test. And then as for opening the bag itself, obviously your zippers are going to go into your TSA lock. Just go ahead and set your code, press this, and open the bag. So let's open it. This bag is not expandable, by the way. Here it is. So we'll start with this side because this is the side that has the handle. So it does come with this removable clear toiletries bag. It does snap on and off. So if you don't want to have it here, take it right off. And if you do want to have it, great. There is this X strap here, and I'm usually not a fan of X straps, but this isn't a bungee X strap. This is still a compression X strap. This will hold your stuff in a little bit better. You see how it is still adjustable. You do have this extra bag here with a zipper if you want to put anything in there. And then this little pocket here is meant for your portable charger. You plug your charger into here, put your charger into this pocket, and then that's how you can charge your phone or whatever device from the outside of your bag. Now, definitely check with your airline first to see if you're allowed to have this in your bag. If not, go ahead and put it in your personal item instead. Now, the interesting thing is because of the unique handle on this bag, you do still have the spots where the handles go, but they're not super separated, right? Because the handles are skinnier. Now this side is actually pretty cool. I always love when there is a contained zippered side so that any loose items you want to put in the bag, you have it zippered. So you do have 3 unique pockets here. This one is just your typical pocket that has a mesh covering, and then these 2 are your waterproof pockets. And I love these for wet bathing suits or maybe muddy items, something like that. And you do have a smaller one on top here as well. Opening up this side, you do have obviously this side to pack. Usually you have some sort of obstruction on that side because of the handles, and we just talked about that. And then usually this side doesn't have any obstructions whatsoever, but because it has that front handle, remember, you actually do have a little spot here that you do have to pack around. I know I can still pack around it, it's totally fine, but I do want to mention it for sure. So while we have the bag open, let's do those interior measurements, because the exterior measurements are very important for the airline itself, but the interior measurements are important for packing. All right, so the actual height on the inside of the bag is 21 inches. You have about 13 and a half, so that is going to be the same on both sides. What could vary is the depth. Depth-wise on this side, you're looking at 4.5. And in case you're wondering, the actual width of that spot for the handle is 3 inches. On this side, our depth is 4. And in case you're wondering about that space of the handle, it takes up about 2.5 inches by 5 inches. If you want that front handle, it's gotta go somewhere. Now, of course, we have to do a shoe test because we do it for every review. That can totally fit. This side is a little bit deeper, and that can totally fit as well. You know what? One more thing I want to say on here too, that I just noticed when I put the shoe in, you have that little bit of space here where the handle takes up, but you do have a lot of the space here for where the handle rests. If you can see this right here, it is 8 inches wide, 2 inches long, and the depth is about 2 inches as well. So you do have a couple things to look out for on this bag when it comes to depth for packing. Again, I'm sure it'll be totally fine. My packing example is what's next, and I'm going to pack using packing cubes from Traveler's Choice as well as other travel essentials so that you can see what this bag holds. All right, we are all packed, and I did not end up using this. I didn't put anything in this either, but here we have this side compressed in with that X strap, and these are 3 of the packing cubes from the Cloverland 5-piece set. I absolutely love how they fit in here. So I've got a medium-sized one here. This is the kaleidoscope pattern, by the way, and it's also not very easy to find pattern packing cubes. And then these 2 smaller ones can fit perfectly right on top. I could probably still fit something on top, maybe a sweatshirt or a light jacket if I bought something, because this side still has a little bit more space on top. Going over to this side here, I did not utilize these pockets, but I absolutely could. This is everything that I packed on this side. A pair of shoes. These are women's size 11. My GoPro case, a toiletries bag, and a packable backpack, a travel umbrella, my big travel tripod, and a flat iron to curl my hair. I think that this bag is a nice size, definitely perfect for domestic, kind of iffy on international. Now just for fun, let's put this wool jacket on top. Still think it has some room. This is not expandable, you guys, but it does fit a lot. Yeah, check that out. Now let's weigh it when it's fully packed, because you guys have been begging me to do that lately. But keep in mind that what I packed today and what you pack on a trip might be different, so don't count on this weight to be what your bag is going to weigh. Coming in at 21.16 pounds. So that's actually pretty good considering this bag is almost 8 pounds. I packed pretty light this time. And then as promised, let's put something on this bag strap here. What can I put on here? So this is a bag full of electronics that I have. This actually weighs 5.6 pounds. Take this strap, pull it down, and then put it back together. And then you roll the bag around with the strap on it. So that's pretty cool. Let me know what you would use this for. All right, you guys, wow, I feel like we have a lot to talk about in the comments about this bag. We need to talk about that T-shaped handle. We need to talk about the handles on the outside. I want to know what you think about the wheels. And hey, do you like a bag that charges your device on the outside? If you're interested in this bag, the link is in the description, as well as a discount code, because who doesn't want a bag at an even cheaper price? Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great weekend, and I will see you in the next video. And actually, by the time you watch this, I'm going to be up in the air flying to India. So I will see you guys next time. Bye!